Halo. Oh, this could work.
A little more red, but it could, yeah.
Color semi matters. Not a whole lot. I might
I
just
mean, it's got
say
bluish.
Do you have a
It's got
regular down hall?
bluish.
I don't,
Y-
unfortunately.
Okay.
It won't take me that long to find if you really want to.
Nah. I'll just be in his regular form. It's fine. Where the fuck did it go?
It could also be a thing of he's in his regular form, but to, you know, anybody else, like
Actually,
the
what am
bartender,
I
for instance.
thinking? What the fuck? I have this! What am I doing?
Oh, right, the one that he showed. Yeah, the one he showed up in initially.
Oh, right.
One of his
It doesn't have
disguises or
Go-Go
whatever.
Loco. Damn it!
Damn.
Why? Why don't you have Go-Go Loco? Chad, I'm sorry. Technical difficulties.
Go find a blue chill day. Chill day, child day, chill.
I will appear.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're the same fucking person, aren't they?
You have to target the child, the same person.
Yeah. Just one
I'll
is
just be
his
in-
fucking patooey bullshit.
I'll just be in his. I'll just be in this. It's fine. It's whatever.
So for normal
It's fine.
passerbys, let's say he looks
He
like
looks fine.
that
He looks
other guy.
normal. Yeah, he looks like the other one.
But because we've seen what he actually looks like, we see this.
What I will say is, you would see him as the other one until you address him, and then he would make it so you guys can see him like this.
Got you. Either way, we know it's him
Okay.
because we've seen both versions, so.
Yeah. Good. Oh, right, colliders.
Might want to turn those off, yeah. Be useful.
That's it. And you know what? We're getting spooky up in here. I talked with the Halloween decor for myself.
It's so early.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you rather have Christmas?
I just have.
Christmas this early, I'd go to Landfear's World.
Wait, no. It's actually decorated like Christmas. Oh, God.
There's a toggle for it.
Oh.
Yeah, the toggle doesn't go away.
Okay.
I mean, that world hasn't been updated for a while, which is fair.
I'm just keeping it regular. Cause it's nowhere near Halloween. Anyway.
It's only a couple months away.
Yeah, a couple of months away.
I am good.
Right.
Alright.
Cards up and I'll wait.
Fuck! Oh, the broom.
Let's wait for Oku,
I saw
cause
myself get shot into the fucking ceiling almost. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Let me know when everyone's good.
I'm ready to go.
I'm good. Ugh. Jesus fuck.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm good.
Cards up in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, welcome to the Kit Cafe.
Bye. I might get a muffin or something to go when I leave.
Alright then. And for you, sir?
Evening.
I have something on my way out. I do like you espressos.
Alright then. What are the names on those? Excuse me, but what are the drinks, names on those drinks?
Me, just an espresso to go. I'll pick it up on my way out.
Can I get a name, please?
Ryan. I'll pay ahead of time. I see the price on the board.
Alright then, sir. I'll get that ready for you. doesn't tell me his name.
One moment. Well, you two will see this like mist go out from him and permeate the cafe. You two are not affected. There. Some privacy.
What the hell?
Before we start, what the fuck should we call you? 'Cause I'm not calling you fucking Bluey.
Just call me Aqua.
Fair enough.
I mean, I only know about your name through passing.
I said one of your men. So I had to take a
Indeed.
guess.
Otherwise, I would not ask it. Name is a powerful thing.
Of course. That's why I said something to call you by rather than your name.
Or should I call you? I don't know. At least I don't think. Huh?
Right.
Oh, okay, Ryan. You are quiet. Yes, please.
Bro is big chilling in that chair.
There.
Don't blame him, it's cushiony.
There we go. Now I can see you. Ryan. Got it. Before we begin, I would like to lay down some ground rules, if that's alright, for the both of us.
Go ahead.
I am here to talk about the state both of our lovers are in, and how to fix it.
Oh,
Nothing more, nothing less. I will not prod you for any information about anything that does not involve the situation, and I would expect you to not do the same. I feel that is only fair.
Fair. And if we bring up something that seems irrelevant to anybody at the table, then we will explain upon questioned why we deem it relevant or necessary.
I should really update the info playlist.
That being said, no one here will be pushed for information.
No. This is not an interrogation.
Just
Thank you.
a nice sit down.
Secondly, if there's anyone else that is supposed to be privy to this conversation, they should be here. If they are not, for example, if you have a phone currently on you or anything of the sort that is connected to a call, simply place it on the table. I do not like sneaking when it comes to that.
Fair
I
enough.
do not mind them being here, but I would like to know if so.
Not everybody is as willing or trusting to come in person, given the circumstances and what has been shown.
I do not blame them. I know it took you a while to get here yourself, which is perfectly fine. Are there any ground rules that you would like for me?
Yeah, none that I'm able to think of. Yeah.
No, you pretty much covered what we're here for and the boundaries therein. That being said, if a
John
question
Sinless.
comes up that, while may not be relevant, isn't uncouth, I guess is a decent way to put it.
Of course,
I
I could
may
pick one for
be
Remiel.
willing to answer. I am willing to at least have you ask questions to me, whether they're directly related or not. And if I don't want to answer, then I will simply say I do not want to answer.
Fair enough. No one here has to say anything that they do not want to say. I am simply trying to get to the bottom of things and reaching out for help in any way that I can to anyone that I may not know. So,
Well, that brings me to my first question.
go ahead.
Obviously, again, you don't have to answer. I am more so curious, and for the sake of transparency, is she aware you're here?
Yes.
Is she aware who you're talking to?
Yes.
She's not going to interfere? Not that...
No.
No offense, and I don't mean this in a rude or asshole-ish or jabbing way, not that she's in a shape too.
No, she will not. I made sure
None of her associates, none of her connections, no matter how thin, will interfere.
No, not that she has many to begin with, but no one will interfere.
And
You'd
we
be
will
able
not
to
be
tell
tailed once
if
we
they
leave
did.
here.
No, you will not. Not by anyone that I know or am associated with, not by anyone that she knows or she is associated with.
Understood.
If you are tailed, it is not my fault.
The reason I ask that is, and your wording is good, because I was going to delve a little bit deeper into that question and piggyback with another one, but I don't need to. Things can be said or ordered beforehand, and the reason I asked about being tailed after this meeting is the fact that depending on the wording you were going to use, it would have had a follow-up question of whether orders were given at any point to do so.
No, the only orders that were given to my men as far as this conversation goes is to make sure no one interferes by either party.
We have somebody in place for that also.
I assumed you would. Having someone watching from afar is one thing, but having someone directly interfering is another.
Yeah, we don't need anybody barging through the door and fucking shit up.
Any customer that walks through that door that is not associated with us will simply see three gentlemen having a lovely evening talking about sports.
Fair enough. Not that it changes anything, but on the topic of the things being said and ordered prior to words being spoken, the shadow that you apprehended and eliminated, his orders were given before our truce was put in place. Just so you're aware and for transparency.
I know. You told me. But you did not recall him back.
Like I said, it doesn't change anything, but I figured I'd at least let you know for the sake of transparency.
It does not. But thank you, at the very least. Main question that I want to ask right now is she okay? Or is she like mine is right now.
She's seen better days.
I'll take that as a no. She is not okay. I have been scouring the archives as much as I can, though it is old and decrepit. Not well kept by any means. So it is hard to put the pieces of this puzzle together with what little resources I have. But I was able to find out about some kind of creature that was infecting people at some point.
A nuisance of a thing, yes.
Guessing you dealt with it.
It's been dealt with and neutralized.
Are you sure?
Was there firsthand. This individual can attest to that.
Yes, we saw it getting eliminated with our own eyes.
All of it?
Actually.
Bursting into flames.
I don't mean this in a pointed way. I want to make that clear given my tone, but your lover can also attest to that fact.
Was that bad?
Yeah. He saw just as much of it as the rest of us did.
Oh my god.
Understood.
Of course it's in New Jersey.
I asked that because based on what I found in the archives seemed a what's the word? Resilient.
Spiteful?
Little thing.
Resilient too, yes. Spiteful and resilient are the first two words that I would use to describe it.
And it apparently came from Lily?
Not... well, yes and no. I don't recall specifics on the nature of it or when it was created, but it had something to do with, if I recall correctly, what Thanatos was doing to her.
Based on the archives, it was created on a day of something not meant to be, so I assume that was Lily, considering opposite affinities, making something that was not supposed to be created.
I believe it was before Lily, but don't hold me to that. It's been a while since I read about it, because I wanted to be away with the thing, and...
You're fine.
Past that chapter, but I believe
Is
it
it
was
alright
when
if I
Thanatos and
ported it?
Edna...
You can look it over with your sights. Make sure there's nothing
Sure.
on it.
Sure.
It's gonna port in a small book. It looks like a journal of like various scribbles, and it looks like his own notes. He's gonna put it up the table and then put his hands up to allow you to look it over. He's actually gonna push it to the side so that way you're not looking at him as well with your sights.
He is going to ask him to open the book to specifically the page that he is referring to.
He will do so. Slowly.
And at
Put
that
his
point,
hands
that
back
is
up.
when Aaron is looking at it with all of his sights, and he will gesture for Luigi to do the same.
There's nothing on it. The only thing that you might see is like bits of mana, but it's not like secret handwriting or anything. It's like he used his mana when he ran out of ink.
Got you.
So,
His mana, or...
yeah, this one's mana.
Okay. So these are notes taken by him.
Yes, correct.
Okay, just making sure. Okay.
His own personal notes.
I want you to flip through every page there so that I can see through it thoroughly and make sure there's nothing on it on any of the pages, front or back.
No problem. He does so. Again, you don't see anything on any of the pages, front or back or inside. Just the mana ink.
Out of character
Kingdom.
question.
Oh, go ahead.
He is?
As he's flipping through and Luigi's just sitting there silently
Mhm.
reading, I just want to double check if it matches up with what Luigi has in his head of what he was watching within his memories a while back of the creature being made basically at the same time as Lily. The whole thing of them is trying to warn Thresha about what the consequences might be or something that they missed. And it being made at the same time, them trying to kill it and then it escaping.
Correct.
This is
It is.
roughly the same thing.
It is. Yeah, it's about roughly the same as far as that goes.
No.
Good now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I didn't want to get like all the archives and everything here. That's too much fucking books and paper. So
Okay.
I wrote down my own notes of what I figured would be relevant. And based on what I read, the creature was made the same day that Lily was created, and it was resulting from the opposing affinities. And it would have been catastrophic. And it almost was. The creature itself latches onto things and people and changes them until they completely overtake them. The reason why I bring this up is when I said it was resilient, I meant it. And that's why I asked if you were sure you got all of it. That's not in Lily.
You've
But
seen
then
no
again,
traces of it since that fight.
okay. Flips to a page. Crosses something off. Okay. The theory I had. Okay.
For whatever reason that changes, or it has some tie to this, whether past or present, then that'll have to be revisited. But as far as any of us have seen, and from what we saw firsthand at the fight, it is gone.
Okay. It's good. It's
Well, I could
almost
tell
thing to
that,
worry about.
That's something with that knife that was supposed to get rid of it permanently. That's why Shawshanked it once we finally got it out of him after that.
Gotcha. Okay. On to Lily then. The reason why I believe Lily is the key is, well, it started with her. Everything started with her the day she was created. While there was a lot going on as far as her actual creation goes, based on what I've read, there's been a lot of changes in the world as a whole after she got created. Perfectly healthy baby suddenly became miscarried. Things that were on the brink of death and should have died miraculously came back. Things were flip-flopped, and things went out of whack, to put it in better words. And that hasn't exactly stopped. In fact, it's just been getting worse. The seasons are all over the place. Right now it is... We're in the dead of winter right now. Apologies, I thought I had everything anything better in my mind. Things are not looking good, obviously. And I believe
No.
it is not just the gods themselves that are getting affected. I will be honest, I don't care if their universe crumples away. I just want her to be okay. The reason why I have been trying to get Lily is to figure out. No, not to figure out. Apologies. Give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Yes.
You're fine. It's a lot to go through. You're fine.
Yes, but this is a mutual meeting. I do not need to be getting emotional. So, apologies. Has Lily been exhibiting any negative symptoms like they have?
Not like they have.
What symptoms has she been exhibiting?
We know that depending on her mental state and thus affinity tied to it, you know how the affinities are, depends who takes a hit.
I see. Who or which side?
Who? As you're aware, there are multiple people being affected by this.
Yes, but there's also two sides to this coin of whatever's going on. My lover's side and all her affinities tied to it, and his side and all the affinities tied to it.
Both have been taking hits.
Can you tell if one is more susceptible than the other?
Not that we've seen.
Damn.
It's
Equal.
at a whimsy.
Sneaky.
It doesn't seem like it's anything intentional.
I know that idea has not had any mana or anything like that for a good while. Only what I give her. As for her physical appearance that you saw, well, she is as old as time itself, so of course that's going to catch up to her.
Without the mana to accommodate an illusion or maintain, it's going to fail, and
Not so much an illusion, necessarily. I don't. My current running theory is that with what's going on, I do not believe there are going to be many gods left. I don't think they're going to cease to exist. But I think that the idea and power of God itself will no longer be there. And I do believe that those that are currently at that standing are going to die without dying. If that makes sense. Probably not.
Elaborate.
Brain dead. There but not there. Lily is going to...
An all-nighty.
I don't think you want me to answer that.
No.
Currently, what I am working on to try to stop it, slow it down, something, is finding different affinities that are similar. Much like trying to substitute something in like a meal. It's just been difficult for my dear because her man is very picky. And the people that I have been asking help for are less than helpful. Have you been able to find anything as far as what is going on?
We're working on trying to find a, for lack of a better term, a trigger. What might have caused all of this to kickstart.
Oh. When did this start exactly?
A couple months ago. Time's been fucked and blurry, but a couple months easily.
What happened around that time?
It was roughly around the time that the barrier around Iris's grave went up. Or that whole situation, not specifically the barrier going up, but that time frame. We're trying to figure out if something was the trigger, or worst case, if someone was the trigger.
Or if it was simply
or anything.
delayed.
That too, something that was put in place and dormant up until maybe emotions got high, specific words were said, some trigger was set off. That's why I say that word, is we don't know if it started then, or if it was something that had just been dormant up until that point.
Only thing that I can think of would be the girl.
I don't think it would have been her that, well, let me rephrase that. Before her departure, before her passing, I very heavily am against the idea that she was the one that could have been the cause. Now, whether,
I mean,
like
her
we
departure.
said, I mean, maybe that could have been the triggering event to kickstart all of this.
Perhaps. It was a very emotional moment. And considering everything going on, and how I know those two were close, hearing of her passing could have been very explosive.
So Isaiah was right.
It was.
I imagine so. That would be the same as my dear.
But that is speculation at the moment.
Of course,
I guess
most of this
we're-
is going to be speculation, unfortunately.
We're trying to find, like I said, at least a point that we can narrow down, whether it is the starting point from the very beginning or a trigger to that would have set something that was in place off that had just been dormant for a while. Or if there was somebody that may be responsible.
Any theories on who you might think is responsible?
There were a couple, but it's all loose, and none of them really makes sense. The first one that comes to mind would be Thanatos.
I am not familiar with who that is.
Her father. No, her father. Lily's quote-unquote father.
Oh. The way the archives described her being, I thought she was a creation of Thresher.
From what I
That
recall,
was-
at Thanatos and Etna's request. Thanatos wasn't always the cruel, experimenting person that he turned into.
Ah. Him.
Yes.
Another one. Never mind. Apologies. Alright.
It does fit the bill for, at least to a degree it fits. Ever since he was created, everything for him fell apart.
I imagine so. It threw everything off balance, so to speak.
I mean, balance aside for the general machinations of the universe, him on a personal level, it fucked everything up. In his eyes, she was a mistake, and one that later on he sought to weaponize and figure out the machinations of. Once he realized what she was and what she was capable of. But his initial reaction for a fair bit, from what I can recall from what I have heard and some of the notes I read a while back, was he was distraught, to say the least. Unstable.
Huh. Interesting.
And given who was responsible for Lily's creation, not only would he be blaming Lily as being the cause of it, but for her existence, but he would also blame those that created her.
Sounds like a real piece of work.
Yeah, well, good fucking riddance.
Dead.
By our hands, yes. Well, mostly, by our hands.
Mostly.
Lily was the one to deal the final blow and expunge him.
changes things.
How so?
Well, it definitely gives credence to the Thanatos theory. I mean, if I go down, you're going down with me, sort of thing. Though, if he was on the verge of expunging, he'd probably put the rest of his mana into that, and probably went a bit farther. Was expecting.
Hasty last ditch thing. Uno momento,
did you
my
say?
arm is
Oh.
dead.
Okay. Go now.
That's not good.
Come on. Ask questions, Luigi, while I'm attempting to fix myself.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay.
There we go. Thank
No.
you.
Thank you, good sir. So back to football. Okay.
But if he were the cause of this, it would be.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go
No,
ahead.
you're
Watch it
good.
again.
I'm thinking out loud.
Yes, Luigi. If you have any questions, now's the time.
I'll be right back, chat.
Not exactly questions. I was thinking it's possible that Thanatos did do something during his final moments.
What would that be?
I'm not exactly sure just yet. You were saying that he might have used the last of his mana to do something to or aim something at yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Let's go through the order of events, at least to what I know. Lily gets created by Thresh and Themis. It's not supposed to happen, but it happens anyway. Creature is created, same time. It escapes. Lily goes to Thanatos. Does not live a good life, it sounds like. And at the same time, the world and universe is slowly, for lack of a better word, dying. Themis and Thresher do their best to keep it stable, while inner workings happen there that we will not discuss. And somehow Lily breaks free, finds Iris. Hazy as far as the whole situation there goes. Something happens.
Thanatos' forces
Lily.
tracked her down there and wiped out the entire village.
So that happens, which makes Lily go berserk and kill everything.
Everybody remaining, pretty much.
Passes out and eventually finds her way into the metaverse, where she meets you all. Thanatos comes back, it sounds like. Probably to get his daughter back. The fight ensues. At the end of that fight, Lily expunges him. The entire time, the creature's biding its time, waiting for a moment to strike. Something happens that makes the creature come back and attach to somebody.
Iris.
Eventually. Oh, goody. Okay. Eventually, you all fight the creature off.
Which was
and my
inside Themis
beloved.
after Iris.
Ooh.
Didn't you get rid
I
of
will
it for a
fight.
while? While it was supposed to be sealed.
After we got it out of Iris, it was locked away, isolated, and secluded from any forms of life. It broke out and found its way to Themis.
Either way, you all ended up fighting it, making sure it died and was gone forever. Later on, Iris dies. However she dies, it doesn't matter. She is buried. You break the news to Lily, who has an explosive reaction. And now we're in this predicament. Did I miss anything?
Apart from at some point, the two split off from Lily, leading to the other two.
Right.
Yeah.
Your beloved and
Yes.
I don't know what to call the other one.
Irrelevant right now.
You're beloved and you're not beloved. Got it. Just to have something different.
There's things I will bring up, and I have no idea if you have any capability of telling lies or not, but if you do, feel free for this instance for what I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
Whether that is listening for my heart rate increasing or otherwise. For what I'm about to say, you have full permission to analyze me to see if I am lying or not.
Alright.
From what I recall and from what I have been told, which I can confirm through means we have at our disposal, a warning was given when Themis and Thresha created, I believe it was Lily, or the creature. I think it was the creature.
It was Lily. The
It
creature
was Lily.
Product.
Right.
Yeah.
Watching it now. Slightly.
A warning was given by Themis that it was a very bad idea and the risks were outright discussed, or at least on one side discussed, and subsequently waved off by the other.
I am somewhat aware of that. It's not fully in the archives. Like I said, they are old and decrepit. So it's possible that it's supposed to be there. It's just too worn out. But
It's
something
also
similar
possible
to that is in the archives.
It's also possible that due to the nature of it, and again, I do not mean this in a pointed way, I am simply stating the nature of beings in general.
Mm-hmm.
Since it was a mistake, later perceived as one, and people not liking to be wrong or mistaken, that part was never written down in the notes.
It was. Although it is recent. It was. I can tell by the ink.
So
That being
initially
said,
wasn't.
it doesn't matter how recent it is if the paper that you're drawing on is decrepit and all worn out anyways.
The point is, initially, the fact that warnings were given and not heeded, thus that potentially being at least part of the reason that the creature was created, is telling. The other thing I was going to say is... Give me a minute, I gotta get my train of thought back.
While you do that,
Go on, yeah. Go on while you do that. I need to get my brain back.
Were you going to say something, Ryan?
I'm simply just looking over the happenings of that day, or remembering them among things that come after.
See.
Did you have anything you wanted to say before I brought up the next thing I was gonna say?
Go ahead.
The next thing is the fight with the creature when we all went to Thresha for what we thought was a resolution. From what we observed, and for all intents and purposes on our side, Themis was weaponized against us and manipulated and tricked.
So she did get a bit of revenge. I see.
Possibly, but if this does involve the creature, at what cost? If it ended up being the thing that triggers all of this?
My point exactly.
No, I agree. It is not a good thing to do. But it does negate the fact that she still did it and got a bit of her revenge that she wanted. So, I will have a talk with her about that later.
From what I recall, she had offered her help in ridding him of the creature. I don't remember if it was extracting it or just in some capacity getting rid of it, or just helping with it to whatever degree. It has been a long time, but that was... Go ahead.
Off of the help. We went there to get help, and the offer of, or saying that she would get rid of it or handle the creature was more of a sarcastic tone, if I'm being honest. But that is, if my memory isn't failing. I'm trying to multitask.
Either way,
You're
if I
fine.
recall correctly, she was contacted prior through a proxy, and she was aware of the situation. And
How long ago was this?
the fight with the creature
Mm-hmm.
before Iris's death.
So it's highly unlikely that that was the trigger.
No, I don't think it was the trigger necessarily, but still worth keeping in mind for the order of events in case the creature is in some way tied to this. Like you said, with Thanatos, it could have been a last-ditch thing.
That was a last-ditch thing, then wouldn't it be affecting him more? Or her? The
Everybody's
most?
taking hits.
Exactly. And it's
It's
all
not
tying
necessarily
back
a
to
matter of-
Lily.
It's not necessarily a matter of who's taking hits predominantly, given it could possibly have been a last-ditch thing. Specifics like that may not have been elaborated upon. And given that it was supposed to be... Lily was originally what it was supposed to be. Could be this is loose, but that could be why Lily is the source of this, is it is what Lily was supposed to be. If that makes sense. That wording is not fully
I
right,
understand
but
what you mean.
it's also
Yes,
possible that
well-
whatever it did was directed at Lily to be the focal point, while she, for our perspective, is better or worse the source or the middle of all of this. That may not necessarily be... How do I word this? Let's say, because it is what she was supposed to be and she was later created, or as a byproduct, she has everything that it was supposed to have. I don't know about anybody else at the table. If I was it, I would be a salty piece of shit. I would be very
Oh, for
spiteful.
sure.
I would do everything in my power, regardless of what it is, to make her life a living hell. And by extension, the people around her. It's possible that it did something in its dying throes, and Thanatos, by example, he's not off the table, to sit there and make her suffer. Maybe not directly.
It's just figuring out how to stop it. Now, luckily, I can, if you would allow me, I can lend you some resources to help your dear. There have been some people that I've reached out to that have supplied the appropriate mana to help her. Most gods do not want to help, so it has been difficult getting any help, but there have been a couple at least. Don't worry, no Greeks, I promise.
Good. The other one thanks you also.
Isn't that bad?
Hades is probably the most chill out of all of them, aside from Hermes, but Hermes just doesn't give a fuck.
When I went to go ask, he was busy with Persephone, like having a nice time, so I didn't want to ask him about drama shit, you know?
No, he
so I
finally
just
gets a chance to relax with her? Damn, that's shocking.
There's something about an Odyssey, I don't know, something.
Odysseus, got it.
Yeah, there was something happening, so the gods were busy, so he took that time as a vacation with his lover, which, more power to him. Anyway. But yeah, I've found a couple of individuals that have been willing to help, albeit not much, but mostly keeping us stable where I can't. So only if you want, I will simply give you their contact. I will not serve as any middle person, yet you will talk to them, they will talk to you.
And if they ask how we got the info?
You can say that you got it from me. I do not mind.
Okay.
If they have
I'll
a
make
problem
this
with
a
it, they can take
trade.
it up with me.
I will make this a trade.
Very well.
You give us the contact info and the little bit of research that you said you've managed to do thus far, and I will give you what we have managed to at least try to come up with thus far. Granted, it's not fucking much, but this whole
I mean,
situation
mine
is a
is not
shit show and
much either.
complicated.
Mine is not much either. He'll take the journal. He'll use his mana. He'll make an exact copy. He pushes the copy to the side and puts his hands up so you can look at it with your sights again.
I assume same thing as before. I assume same thing as
Correct.
before. Okay.
Correct. He just wants you to see it. So this copy, the mana writing is there, and he'll tell you a thing. But yeah, no, same thing as before. Right. Okay. Right. I ran out of ink in some parts. write that down before you use dispel on it.
I can do that.
Otherwise, some parts are going to not make sense. If you would like to grab it, I know you don't trust me, so even if just
Since I slid the piece of paper I gave him to give to you, I'll let him get it to give to me. On that piece of paper is a sentence that we have come into possession of that hopefully gives credence. It's not even a full sentence, but that is what we have come in possession of that is a lead, hopefully, of some kind as to the situation. For reference, it is the first line and only the first line of the curse.
So okay. I gotta pull up the Google Doc because it has been updated.
The only 3 words on the first line are soul intertwined, blank, blank, denied.
Okay, I didn't know if that was one of the ones that Ouija got.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, no, it's not.
Just so you're aware, Aaron is very, very closely watching his demeanor, his muscles, see if he tenses, shifts, blinks, anything like that.
He
to
is
see if
staring at this and he's thinking. So intertwined. Well, the soul intertwined, that's obviously Lily. Because
Yeah.
2 and 1.
Well, yeah.
First one has to be A, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Something denied. Something denied. Affinity? No, I don't think that fits.
That doesn't fit, I don't think. That one word's throwing us for a loop. We think it's a soul intertwined, but something denied. But what that something is,
I'm not sure.
when we came into possession of this, it was in a clusterfuck of a language. Or languages.
Deal with clusterfuck of languages.
How did you get it?
Yeah. Through a contact of ours, is all I will say for that person's safety.
That's perfectly fine. How does, well, I shouldn't say how it relates to Lily because it's very clearly about Lily, but you know what I mean, right? Hopefully, how this sentence relates to her.
We don't know for sure, we just know that it is tied to, or how would you describe it?
It's tied to whatever situation is causing all the affinities to be drawn towards whatever's been activated. Once we figure this out, we'll likely
I'm guessing you all still don't know what the actual situation is.
Not fully, not yet. It's all conjecture at this point that we've kind of already gone over.
Deciphering this is supposed to give us the information on what it is.
We just know that that line that we have come into possession of is tied to somebody that is involved in this situation and being affected by it.
How's... Sorry, I'm probably asking too many questions now.
The only point of us being here is for me to exchange information while we can.
Well, how is this one sentence going to help us understand anything?
Sorry, Chad, I was eating. Hey, you!
We know it's a curse.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask if they're okay. They're clearly not okay. Oh my god.
Nobody is okay. That's why we're trying to figure out a trigger point, because curses can be laid well in advance, and something can be set as a trigger word, high emotions, whatever.
Yeah.
That's why Thanatos and the creature are, at the moment, if we have to guess, are the two responsible that could have put said curse in place.
So sorry if this is overstepping. Do you know what kind of curse? It's okay if you do not want to say.
Is that a question
Oh,
that
okay.
you want the answer to?
The more information I get, the more that I can help her be okay. His foot is tapping, like someone that's like anxious.
From what we were told, it's one of existence.
Is that the word? Maybe.
Does that fit?
That long one. If so, check for me.
I am working on it. Give me.
X. I
It does.
believe it does.
Which gives it even more credence to the possibility that it was the creature that placed it, if.
Okay, now.
So that first line means it's not innocent existence.
Okay. There's usually a way to break curses.
And
Don't
so
know
we're
how
trying
we're
to
supposed to.
decipher it. If we can figure out the
Guessing
words
there's
and the
more.
wording. Yes, but right now I
Keep that
don't want to.
yourself.
Yeah.
I understand. Keep it to yourself. I do think once you finally fully decipher it, it will probably give you the answer. Especially if it was a jumbled bunch of languages, they probably weren't expecting anyone to actually decipher it. So once you get to the end, I'm sure there will be an answer, and if there is not, whatever you do decipher will at least be a very good starting point to getting to that. So intertwine, that already helps us. It's about Lily.
And the two
I can think of
splits.
is Only thing
If
I
I
can
had to
think
take a
of,
guess.
it has to be, and the only thing I can think of immediately is perhaps finding a way to fully sever all three, because it seems they are somehow still connected, even after all this time. Don't know how, but souls are like us, is very fucking finicky. Shit. I'm so sorry.
It is a work in progress. That is what
Hopefully
matters, and
Hopefully my
it's being
bits will
made.
help a bit.
hopefully,
As far as that goes.
like a game of fucking Hangman,
Yeah, well,
literally and metaphorically, unfortunately. That does bring me to another thing that I was going to. Well, I wasn't going to be the one to offer it, but since I brought it up, sort of, to a vague extent, before, we have resources at our disposal to look over past events. If we brought something to the table, would you be curious to look upon them yourself?
would it correlate directly to what is happening right now?
Potentially. There may be a segment in there that this might all have started at. It does have to do with if we're operating under the possibility that the creature is the cause of this. It does have to do with one of the two people that created it.
Which one?
And we are able to narrow things down to the more specific information.
So you're getting quiet again. Or is it just me?
There we go.
Thank you. Which one? My beloved or Bemis?
I'll let you guess.
I don't know.
Given we haven't really been able to get in contact nor wanted to be in contact with your beloved, that only leaves one option. Now,
Bemis.
with that being said, this is a peace offering. As I had stated before, there are things that both sides are unaware of from the other. And as I said and showed, I was willing to at least try to bring some of that to light.
And I am very serious about my guardianship over these things that hold this information. So I would say putting that on the table is a fairly big peace offering.
And what happens if I turn it down?
You're left in the dark. Any questions you have to confirm or deny some events that you may or may not have been told are left with that offer. Any doubts, any confusion, any questions, any curiosities that you have prior to your acquaintanceship with your beloved, this is your chance to look upon it and get the other side's view. That being said, I will say outright that there are things that, from what we have gathered, she herself has locked away.
No, she has. I know that she has locked away some memories. I do not blame her, considering what they are.
We
I
haven't
have
had a
the
chance to look into them.
unfortunate I have had the unfortunate chance to look at them myself, and I do not wish to look at them again.
We haven't even had a chance to look at those ones yet. We haven't unlocked them.
Mentally prepare yourself, I suppose. If you decide to see the worst of him.
If you want my personal recommendation, and granted it is much easier said than done, but my personal recommendation, given this is a peace offering first and foremost, it can't hurt to look upon it. It will either solidify what you already think, or it will fill in any gaps, questions, give more information.
I have the suspicious feeling that this is starting to get a bit more than about just the creature.
You can start there and take it from there if you wish. I will say that once this meeting is adjourned, I will keep that offer open for one more meeting. So if you do not wish to look upon anything past the time period shortly before, during, and after the creature's creation, you do not have to right now. That offer will remain open for one more time after this meeting.
I believe looking at the memories as far as the creature goes will be beneficial. But anything past that, I see no reason to.
For this
it will
meeting,
be simply well, either way, it will simply be the inner machinations of what was going on between them. Nothing to do with Lily, because she was already out by then. And the creature had escaped, so those memories will simply be between those two, so not really relevant, I would say.
That is entirely up to you. I stand by what I said, and the offer will remain open. Like I said, I know that one, we came here with
relevant?
I believe it's worth
Honestly.
looking. I believe it's worth looking at. But that is because I don't have both sides, I only have one. And I like to have both sides. So, as somebody that likes to at least attempt to get both sides of a situation, regardless of this or any other situation, I would encourage it.
Well, I understand and respect your opinion on that. That is not what I asked. I asked if you believe that what happens after the creature escapes and Lily is with Thanatos is relevant for me to see, given the state of things.
It wouldn't be just after, it would be before also, but either way, relevant to this situation specifically?
Correct.
No. Relevant to your relationship as a whole? Yes. I have
If
a
it is-
suspicion,
Go ahead.
and I have no way of necessarily confirming this. As I said, I only have one side, and I may never get the other side or even trust the other side without going through means of our own, but I have a suspicion that things aren't fully being relayed or being told as they necessarily were. Exaggerations, downplaying, what have you.
He mistreated her, she mistreated him. Both sides mistreated each other, and it ended with a bang.
Some more so in control of themselves than others, from what I can gather.
Somewhat.
But either way, for now, let's stay focused, and the
I
rest
do
can
not
come
mind
later.
seeing the memories as far as the creature goes. But I will not be watching any memories other than that.
It's going to take out the glowing red orb. Start messing with it. Basically hold it in front of him as it projects a screen for them all to watch. Basically where that chair is right there. And here is the memory that has to do with them, Lily, and the creature.
You guys just want to say he watched the memory since I know what it is. How to
Yeah.
get to.
Yeah, that way we don't have to
We
go
don't
through
have
it
to
all again for like the 5th time.
Yeah.
20
Memories
minutes
of creatures.
later.
Yeah. Bam.
I see. Okay.
That being said, there is something else that I kind of want to see. So if you'll
Hmm.
move me for a minute, it does involve the creature again, in case you're aware.
Mm.
He's going to do one big swipe. And is going to show that throne room, when the creature had been expelled from Themis and he was getting ready to kill it.
Since the memory is in Themis's point of view, you will see him stabbing the creature. Or not stabbing the creature, or him like pulling the creature out. But as he's pulling the creature out, you will see something slash at him, something the party didn't see. And that slash, instead of making a wound, seeped into his body.
Fuck.
Ew. Are you sure
Aw.
Themis isn't a skinwalker?
Oh, I've checked over him many a time. That is one thing I'm sure of.
Mm.
I want to see if that thing would screech or make some type of audible noise, say something that might direct us to if that was the moment it put down the curse. If that
Aaron's
would
going
be the
to-
case.
Aaron's going to look at it with all that moment as a whole, with all 3 of his sights, to see if any magic was in the slash that seeped into him. Whether if it's not magic, that suggests it's a curse, because curses and magic can be the same, but they are different in their behavior. If that makes sense. He is checking soul sight to see if anything was in the slash, like, tried to plant anything in him in terms of like another being.
It is
and
the
true
slash that
sight-
led to him being expunged. Or
Gotcha.
slowly being expunged, I should say. So you would see,
Gotcha.
you see that.
Gotcha. It's parting gift.
What?
I've seen that energy before, and it is the same energy as I saw when Thanatos was expunged.
That explains a lot.
Did you see everything you wanted to see?
That I can think of, yes. Unless you have any thing that you can think of in terms of the situation to look for.
The only thing I can think of is things involving Thanatos now. But we can do that another time. It is getting rather late.
Well, as I said, the offer stands one more time regardless of how you use it for this. So if you have anything at all that you want to look into, draw up a list, have it ready.
I was about to ask when you wanted to meet up again, if you wanted to meet up again.
I'll think on it and confer, and we know how we can get in contact with each other.
I shall send scouts to check that one spot at that Lotus place every once in a while.
By the way, imagine my
Wow.
surprise when one of my own men shows up trying to case my place.
I know. I sent them on purpose.
I am aware.
Let me rephrase. I sent them on purpose.
To get my attention or to case the place?
I could have sent any of my men to case the place. I already got the information. Two reasons. One, to put your mind at ease that it had already been looked at. Two, you already know that neither one of us trust each other. Simply sending the message. I'm doing this because both of our lovers are dying. I do not want either one of us to go through that pain.
Let me
But
tell
that
you
does-
firsthand, it is not a pleasant time. There is no bracing yourself if that ever does happen.
I know. I've been through it once, I do not want to do it again. You have been through it once, I do not want you to do it again. But that does not mean that I am a pushover. Not easy.
That goes both ways, as you're well aware.
Indeed. So, second truce. Hopefully to not be broken this time.
I have no plans or notions to do anything that is gonna put it at jeopardy, and if I ever do decide that I want to make a move or send anything anywhere, I will at least let you know ahead of time if I deem it necessary. And if I have any
Thank
doubts
you.
as to your whereabouts, movements, methods, you'll know.
Then I will simply leave you be. And whatever forces I may have out will be pulled back. I trust you to do the same and not have a repeat.
I don't have anybody actively searching at the moment. That being said, anybody that I have out on heightened patrols will be remaining out, but they will not be extending their reach.
Patrols are one thing. Sending them out on a hunt is another, like the shadowed one was. And we are in agreement. Meeting a gent? Or is there anything else that you would like to ask of me?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Let me rephrase. Is there anything that you would like to ask of me about anything?
I doubt I'll get an answer to either one of these, but I am curious of two things.
Yes.
How did you two meet? Cliche question.
Are you sure you want to hear that?
Briefly, you don't have to give me the whole story.
She was out on the town, just in disguise. So was I, to be fair. I was running a tailor shop. She came in looking for a dress. She was beautiful. I didn't want to talk to her. She was out of my league. Still think she is, to be honest. And of course, my coworker kept fucking pushing me. And of course, decided to tell her that I knew all the good frats. I came highly recommended by all the regulars, blah blah blah. It was so embarrassing. But I helped her find the dress, and I asked her why she was wearing one, you know, what event she was going to. She said she was just simply getting it for herself. No real reason. So, in hindsight, I want to punch myself for being so cringe. But I asked her if she didn't have anything to do, would she like to go out for a bit and have a reason to wear the dress.
How you might
Not anything like that. I simply asked her out for a couple of drinks. You know, just to
That's how it
talk
always
with one
starts.
another. Well, I'm not one for alcohol. She likes wine. I prefer teas and such. Personally. Maybe
Should
some
try
coffee.
Should try bilberries in your tea sometime.
Bless you.
Trust me.
I'll look into it, I suppose. But we went on like this for a few weeks, and she eventually said that she had to go away, had some business to attend to. After much pushing from myself, she eventually caved and told me what her actual profession was. That wouldn't work between us. Now she was destined to live a long life, and I wasn't. And then I pulled out the Uno reverse. And she was ecstatic, to say the least. There wasn't really anything tying me down there. I was simply bored. So I eventually followed her. And now I'm rambling. Apologies. You asked how we met, and I went down an entire story.
Fine. Still answers the question regardless. You weren't going off track, so I wasn't about to stop you.
Right.
Plus, imagine that this guy stole it about his life. It was about just as bad.
How did you meet yours then?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Oh, try me.
She almost killed me.
I mean, considering her affinity, I don't doubt that.
Wasn't because of her affinity.
The hell, were you like 19 years old and just seen a woman for the first time or some shit?
Not quite, but a nosebleed ensued.
Oh my fucking god, you were a virgin.
Yes, I was.
Oh my god, I was joking!
But no, that place where the drop point is actually where it happened. Fun fact.
Oh, I didn't realize that place was sentimental value to you.
Not
Um,
anymore. I mean, yes, but no. That city as a whole is grotesque.
There's much to be desired, that's for sure. That's putting
It
it
serves
lightly on a good day.
Serves its purposes, though, but that is precisely why it serves so well for the uses I have for it.
Fair. So how the hell did she almost kill you with a nosebleed?
She knows one of my weaknesses, that's all I'll say. She found out about it.
Yes, you're a boob man. Got it.
I was drinking a bit and I made a passing comment about somebody that was walking by, and she overheard it and was like, "Ah, I see. One moment."
Oh, I see. Okay, Casanova.
Yeah, and she almost killed me. It's fine. Good times. Near death.
I can
Very
tell you, really.
Experience.
Yeah, it wasn't my first time, so you know.
Well, I can tell you really love her, so hold on to her for as long as you can.
I plan to.
What was your second question, if you have one? Sorry.
Your story kind of led me to it, but I wasn't about to stop you. Where are you from,
Oh.
if you don't mind me asking?
It's been so long, I can't quite remember. Do you know that it was a world of water and ice? Despite that, it wasn't harsh in any way. It was quite beautiful. Can't remember the name of it anymore.
Hmm.
Now that being said, I was a tailor in New Orleans. I wasn't a tailor in my world. They have good combo. Hey, they got good food.
They do.
Hey.
The party doesn't really stop down there.
Hell no, it doesn't. Mardi Gras every day, and I had a fucking blast. Anyways, that's a bit too much information. Apologies.
Oh. That's all I've got. I can't think of anything else unless anybody else has anything. Same fucking thing. Anything at all, I'll answer if I'm comfortable, I guess.
I have a question, but it's not about the situation. Do you know the closest flower shop by chance?
I'm not really familiar with this area too much. I've gone by it a couple times, but I don't usually stop in this area, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, as the
Up the street
barkeep.
and to the right.
Thank you. I think we're going to get her a rose before I go home. Just because. She was so beautiful in that dress. Sorry.
You know what would be hilarious, and I bet she'd get a fucking kick out of it? And they did
What?
said, just hear me out on this. Take it from first-hand experience. Alright?
Mhm.
Wear it for her.
Well,
Walk
we
in
have.
the room, wear it. Oh, okay, never fucking mind,
I
man.
wore it better than her.
Oh. Well, there goes my idea. Never mind then.
I
Well,
do
that
love
everything?
her, and I do hope that we can figure this out.
So do I. And once this is all over, as reluctant as I am to do it, and it will be very heavily dependent, a talk needs to be had.
She'll see what the state of things are by then. If people are still around to talk.
Hopefully that doesn't have to come before all of it is settled.
Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen, for meeting up with me.
Thank you.
I look forward to our next meeting, and I will try to get more information on what's going on.
We'll do what we can on our end.
And pulls out a single wrapped granola bar that he slides across the table. That might help with mana a little bit. That is my small peace offering.
Is it
Or
your
thank
mana?
you for you. No, it comes from something from my homeworld that comes with helps with increasing mana.
Like I said, no. I'm gonna say this as kindly as I can. You think we're batshit crazy to give you any of our fucking mana?
I know that. I do not know how this would affect her. Is it alright if I just take half?
Yes. Like I said, as a peace offering, should it
Take
help,
half?
then we will
Push
say
it back
will
to
be
you.
something that I occasionally provide should it help. As a peace offering with our collaboration.
Well, before everyone stands up, give me a moment.
I do have one last question before you dispel it.
I put it back. Yes.
My men that you have recreated, let's say.
The one?
Commandeered, recreated. One out of the 4.
Only one. The bodies were taken, yes, but as far as reanimating them goes, only one.
Do you still have the bodies? Unrelated to what I was going to ask.
Yes, I do.
2 follow-up questions to that. What's being done with them?
Currently nothing. Just had to get them out of the way for what we were doing. Didn't want interference.
I would like them back for a proper burial.
Done.
I'll give coordinates for a drop point. They will be retrieved. That's unrelated to what I was going to ask, but since that ended up flowing in that direction.
Okay.
Obviously, you don't have to answer this, but I'm curious. The individuals that you reanimate, do they still have their sense of awareness, their memories? Are they them?
I do not wish to answer that.
I understand.
May I ask a question? You can feel free not to answer this also.
Yes.
There were 2 ghost children from Iris and Millie's village. One was named Jinx and the other was Violet. I would like to know if those 2 are still wandering around or have they been put in
To my knowledge, do not know of any children.
What's it?
You are better than him. I give you that much.
Who? Demis?
Thanatos.
Oh.
You're not the first one to use those knights or do something similar.
It is a powerful spell. When used correctly.
Yeah, well. Like I said, you're better than him.
I would not dare involve someone that is innocent like that. You saw that with Luca. Please do not insult me like that.
Not asking out of insult, only out of worry for them, since I have not seen them in quite a while. And the last thing I heard from both of them was going to see what happened to their team.
To my knowledge, I've not seen any children.
But they're
Am I
either
good
scattered to the
death?
wind or something else is happened. I have
Am I good
nothing
to-
else.
I was going to say I'm still willing to thank you for having the decency to not involve it if you had seen. That is it.
You're welcome. And he dispels the magic. Bucky.
Oh.
Have a good evening, gentlemen.
You as well.
Could I possibly get a cappuccino to go?
I can do that for you. Can I get a name? Can I get a name?
Aqua.
Enjoy your night, Aqua.
You as well.
Would you like that medium or large? I should have asked.
Just a medium.
3 credits, please.
There you are.
Thank you.
I'll ask you because I forgot what Ryan said. Do you know where the nearest flower shop is by chance?
Down the road to the right.
Thank you.
Mm,
Appreciate it. Have a good evening.
you do.
Oh, and one more thing. We were never here, understand? You feel fuzzy, dizzy. He's using psionic powers on you. And he leaves. And sees. Gotta cover the tracks.
It's not like he heard anything.
No,
I mean,
but
true, but
if Thresher
things.
were to come here and question him,
because Starsha knows he was here.
yep.
At least according to him.
Yep. So how was it? Went longer than I thought it would.
Fuck this guy. Anyways.
What did he do? What the fuck? What did he do?
Oh, just fuck this guy in general.
Why?
He looks
No.
funny.
Bruh, he just wants to help save their lives. Like, bruh, I don't care about the drama, man. My wife is dying.